They never want any.
Yes. All rise, please, for pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Mark.
Mr. Ayers.
Here.
Mr. Bader.
Here.
Mr. Gardner. Mr. Hammond.
Here.
Kenny.
Here.
Mr. Moore.
Here.
Mr. Nagel.
Here.
Brooks.
Here.
Mr. Singer.
Here.
Mr. Walton.
Here.
Mr. Watt.
Okay. Is there any public participation? Seeing none? Good. You got the presentation, Mark? You want to do?
The presentation, the gentleman is ill, so I'm gonna do it next month.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the minutes.
So the minutes were sent out with your packets. Is there any comments or corrections? If not, I recommend the board to approve the minutes for the last, month 14. So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Abstain.
Here's your-
Abstain.
Nope. Okay, Debbie.
Oh, read it upstairs.
Okay, on the, treasurer's report, the cash summary report was sent out with your packet. The general fund balance, the month end of October, is $6,181,569.73. Bond retirement, $2,062.50. Cafeteria is in the black at $10,824.84. Our termination benefits fund is $140,542.91. Capital project fund, $2,924,523.38. The Perkins grant, see, it's in the red, and as all of you know, the government's back open. And I did check today just to make sure I did submit a cash request. And they have a new system for our cash request for our Perkins grant. And they don't have all the modules working properly at this point. So I kept following up with them to make sure they knew I had one in there. So I went in there and looked today, and they just do actually approve it to process it. We haven't received it yet. It hasn't been approved, so we should have money coming in. So when we close out the book this month, I'm hoping we're not the black, we're not the red. But anyway, correct, but the month end of October, it was a negative $33,160.31. We had a grand total of all funds of $9,608,209.48. Our cash disbursements for the month of October is $1,247,673.85. Interest for the month of October, $33,451.93. We have a fiscal year to date interest of $127,207.19. Item D is on the addendum, which is handed out as well. We're asking approval on event and now certificate in the amount of $7,509 to AC Newman. This was for 4 electric heaters that was ordered back when Rich was still here for Harrison Career Center. They needed replaced, but there were some issues with supply chain, and then we got the wrong heaters. They were sent back. There was never a purchase order done because of the delay. And this started back in the previous fiscal year. So they showed up and got installed, and we didn't have a purchase order. So that's what this is. Anything $3,000 or more, I have to get board approval for it now.
What do you mean from? You said small meters? 4 small meters cost almost $8,000.
Yeah, well, they're installed into the built. I'm not even sure where they were at.
They're in the old science lab that's now Mr. Namath's lab. It's the rounded portion of the building is where they're installed.
And then we do have a couple disposals there. Those were at our BCC kitchen down there. Those were items that we no longer use and haven't used them for quite a while. And we wanted to get them into the auction, but these are on there for disposal as well. Also, before we approve anything, I also wanted to remind everybody that the board policies were sent out for your review. They will be presented at the next month meeting for approval. But if you have any questions on them, just give me a call, we go over it, if you would like. And one more thing, we have our auditors in here currently. It's auditing our book. We usually get ours done every other year. I might approach them and see if we could do it every year as opposed to every other year. I think it just works better. And especially since we have this lease purchase agreement with Chase Bank, they want to see our audited financial statement. So they keep asking me, and I keep saying, well, we're getting them off the deck. And they're still waiting for 2024 financial statements that have been audited. So I'll probably discuss this more with you guys in the future, but just to kind of give you a heads up. That's kind of the way I'm leaning. I think it might be better for us to go to it, even though we don't need to. I think it should be better to get our books audited.
I just always thought we did.
Well, we do it every other year because of the amount of money we get from the federal government. We're under the threshold. It's been that way since I've been here. They audit both years, but they do it every other year. They do 2 years at a time. And sometimes when they ask you questions about a fiscal year that's 2 years back, it's hard to remember all the details.
That's something I can't remember yesterday.
Yeah.
Would there be how would they do that, like cost, what do they charge us for audit? And would that be like divided to, would it? would it be the same or
My
would it
guess
be
is
different?
it would cut it. I think in the wash it'd come out about the same.
Okay,
I think if they're charging us more now because they're going back 2 years.
that's what I wondered,
Yeah.
if they would. Whatever, if it would be the same either way.
But I can inquire on that as well, but that's my thought as well, that it'll end up being about the same, because it's still our same amount of time. We're just doing it every year instead of every other year.
Thank you.
Any other questions on the above items? If not, I recommend the board approve items A through E.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent's report.
We have parent-teacher conferences going on. They just ended for this evening here and at the Harrison campus, and we have our second night tomorrow from 3 to 6 at the Belmont campus and also the Harrison campus. And then I just wanted to let you guys know that the professional development day is next Monday, and we will be having Michelle and some of our other staff doing the training that day. Julie O'Neill is going to do the CPI training. We're going to have a safety drill. And what is the third thing?
Some mental health awareness.
Mental health, yes, thank you. So it's going to be a good agenda for that day. Students will be remote learning on Monday. Second, October Students of the Month here and at the Harrison campus at Belmont Career Center. Ninth grade, we have Rory Wines using construction trades from Union Local. 10th grade is Owen Hall Precision Machining from Bel Air. 11th grade is Gabriella Stewart Carpentry from Bridgeport. And 12th grade is Stephen Bell Ag Mechanic from Bel Air. At the Harrison Career Center, we have 9th grade Lily Gump Hospitality. 10th grade is Kirsten Parrish Hospitality. 11th grade is Lane Barna. That's Ag Mechanics, and 12th grade is Jason Reniker, Visual Graphics. So congratulations to the October Students of the Month. We also have the principals list and the honor roll for both Belmont and Harrison campuses. Congratulations to those students on their effort for getting on those lists, respectively. Last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we hosted, visitation here at the Belmont Career Center, and on Friday, we hosted at Harrison Career Center. Here at Belmont, we hosted 594 students, and at Harrison, we hosted 12. And I think we ran into a little issue with a lot of your students being, in Boston for that day. So we're hoping to capture some of those, on the revisitation, but both places had successful visitations, and, Bill said that we're maintaining that percentage of participation, across the board. So that's good news for us and our district. Number 5, I have a Christmas extravaganza. We're going to be hosting that on December 4th, here from 5 to 7. And that is sponsored by the Sanctuary Club and the Sources of Strength. We open that up to the public, and it's $3 for each child, and they have lots of events planned. And just like our Halloween event, we anticipate a good turnout for that. And last but not least, December 2nd, at the Harrison campus, they are going to be holding their holiday school events until Christmas break. So I'll be interested to see some of the postings that they put on Facebook of the different events that they're doing. They're doing like Grinch Day, Pajama Day, and those kinds of things. So that ought to be fun for that. So.
Back to it.
Yeah.
Okay, legislative report. I'll start it off, and I got a couple other board members probably have a comment. Delegate, a conference. Trade show was tremendous. The speakers and the workouts, all that was all good. Then we go Monday afternoon to the really, we just got into a big mess. We had 3 amendments come up because they didn't like the wording of how we had what we've been doing for quite a few years. We voted on all 3 amendments. All 3 amendments went down significantly. We do have some people that they think that we were not being very fair to transgender students and some of the other students that are in some minority capacities. I felt what we had in there was very, very appropriate. It hit all the necessary items to make sure that every student was treated fairly. But we spent an hour and 15 minutes, to me, of unnecessary.
Nothing changed.
Jason, you were there.
The presentation of some of the amendments.
Right.
Turned people.
It did.
I really thought we were gonna have a fight right in the middle of the ballroom floor.
It was close.
Yeah, it just, and at the end of the day, we're back at the same place you started.
Where it was.
So it was
Okay.
like, you're sitting there going, I'd like to eat today. I mean, not that that's, you're there to represent kids, but it was, like he said, it's an hour and 15 minutes of nothing at the end of the day.
And we had this 3 years ago. It's the same thing. We have some people that are intent that they're gonna get some of their ideas into the bylaws. And I'm glad to see that the majority, the vast majority say this is not necessary. What we have is a provision that handles all students. And if they want to bring in little tidbits, so. Yep, you were there.
Was that at the delegates?
Who?
No.
Yeah.
The delegates?
Oh, yeah, this was the delegates.
I presume, there's probably on a few of those topics, one of which you just mentioned.
Right.
A lot of different views on, rural versus, inner city school districts. So I'm sure that, just like anywhere else on any other platform, pretty much anything that we do today, was probably reflective. I wasn't in it, but I can take a guess.
I will say, if you wanna have those conversations, they're valid to have. I don't know, in that setting, when we started with 600 people, we ended up with 300 people. at the end, because people just walked out. You had 600 people, probably with 500 different positions on these
Right,
issues.
right.
So that's probably not the best platform for the fund, because that's what we're talking about. To have those conversations, and people got heated and started quoting Martin Luther King in the Bible. It was a good time. Well, it wasn't a good time. Okay.
But I'm glad, because there's been years that I think I was maybe the only delegate that was in that meeting. And I'll tell you, I've been there like 16, 18 years as a delegate. 3 years ago and this year, it was not very nice to be a delegate because they just hammered on stuff that was not necessary.
This was like,
It ended up okay, but my goodness, what a loss of humanity we had.
they even had words with the parliamentarian.
Oh, yeah, they accused her of.
He was just on her job for people. He's blaming it her. Yeah, it was not fun.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
that's basically what I got today. It was interesting, to say the least. But I think the high school board will come out better at the end. It's just a shame that you have to waste time on other issues that could be more important.
I was impressed with the new OSB presidency. It was,
In education, 25, 27 years, and he come in.
no, I was talking about Hillary Clinton.
Oh, okay.
She, the new OSB
Okay.
president,
Okay.
gave a speech. and I
We
thought
have some good
she was very
people
good.
coming in.
Well, in, it's, one you're talking about, public construction.
Right.
He was good.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all I have. That's, we have an executive session. I'd like to have a motion to go into executive session. Jason, you have a second? Sorry. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We're going to executive session at 6:17. Thank you.
All right, number 9, the employment recommendations. A, retirement request. Approve the retirement request of Brent Mattis, PC technology instructor, effective May 31st of 2026. B, accept the resignation of Brooke Wilson, parapro, educational aide at HCC, effective November 7th. And also, accept the resignation request of John Donahue, custodian, HCC, effective November 3rd, 2025. And this was contingent upon him being hired as maintenance for HCC as of November 3rd, 2025, which Michelle will talk about here in just a minute. C, new hires, John Donahue, maintenance at HCC, full-time classified, 1-year contract, 2025-2026 school year, effective date November 3rd, 2025. Jessica Ackerman, cook here at the Belmont Career Center, part-time classified, 1-year contract, 2025-2026 school year, effective November 10th, 2025. Michelle?
Yes, as well as those two, we've also added Richard Lazier as custodian for HC for Harrison Career
I'm
Center.
sorry, I didn't leave that off.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
that's
Richard
okay.
Lazier, custodian, HCC, part-time classified, 1-year, 2025-2026 school year, effective December 1st. Thank you.
Jessica Ackerman is coming to us. She worked for, the nutrition group prior to here at Barnesville, so she's coming to us with experience in the kitchen. She was ready to get back working with kids, being more involved with the children, so she was very excited to be here. John Donahue has stepped up from custodian to maintenance position at Harrison Career Center. And then we have hired Rich Lazier as taking his place at the Harrison Career Center as part-time custodian. We also are hiring back Aubrey Stewart as a substitute currently. She will be taking over the role as a paraprofessional at the next board meeting. I have not received all of her paperwork yet in order to get her on as a paraprofessional, but she does have her substitute license. So to get her started with the students so they can get some build relationships and get consistency with her, she's going to start subbing for us next week.
Mr. Moore?
Excuse me.
Sure.
Personnel committee met with Michelle and very pleased with her recommendations that we support her 100%.
D, resident educator mentor payment, 2025-2026 school year, approved payment upon completion of their mentoring duties for facilitation duties to Matt Garrett, $500 for that duty. For our late hire for our STNA program, we have added him to do that as well. And E, substitute for 25-26 school year, Pierce Leister, as well as Aubrey Stewart. Pierce is going to work for the custodial staff over Christmas break. And then, like Michelle said, educational aid for the Harrison Career Center. If there are no questions, I recommend that the Board of Education approve the employment items A through E.
Is it Lily's son?
Yes, he worked the summer time with us and did a fabulous job, so.
Jerry, you make that? Jerry, you have a second? I'll second. All those in favor, please. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Michelle. We've done a lot in the last 4 months. A lot.
Hired by that?
It's my pleasure.
Number 10, A through F, contracts and other Board of Education business. A, memberships, the Barnesville Area Chamber of Commerce, Belmont County Farm Bureau, Hattis Business Association, Harrison County Farm Bureau, Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, Martins Ferry Area Chamber of Commerce, membership in OSBA, membership in Ohio Association for Career and Technical Education, as well as the St. Clairsville Chamber of Commerce. B, Legal Assistance Fund Consultant Service. Whereas the Belmont Harrison Vocational School District Board of Education wishes to participate in the Legal Assistance Fund which provides assistance to boards of education in obtaining a favorable judicial decisions, and whereas the Ohio School Board Association Legal Assistance Fund has been established for this purpose, therefore the board hereby resolves to join the OSBA LAF for the calendar year 2026 and authorize the treasurer to pay the LAF $250. Steve, we have a list of donations. Would you like me to read all of those? Okay. I do have on the addendum though, the one that we just received, as well, so. Yeah, a lot of those were for our Trick or Treat event that we had, and we did recognize those at the last board meeting who donated.
You got a lot of money.
We did. Very supportive, and it's good to see that, so we thank everybody that did donate. D, plan for online learning day, enclosed. So if you look at that, that's the blue sheet that we had that, Julie included in our packet. This was a requirement from the Department of Education and Workforce to be able to utilize the, 3-day online learning, and what replaced the Blizzard bags. So we're getting that taken care of. And we do have our union support. Mr. Fisher gave me that letter today supporting that. Does anyone have any questions about the online day learning plan?
Next item, student activity count, approve the student activity count as per board policy and the rules and regulations of the state of Ohio for 2025-2026. And that's on the handout, there's 3 of them there. And then the F, approved to utilize Accordware, LLC, which is a software package called FinExpress, for the ACH reporting. Approved to utilize the Affordable Care Act reporting service, Accordware, LLC, the cost. And the contract is also in the back of your package as well. It's $825. An annual fee plus $2.03 per form and any additional. And then if we do it, which we're not mandatory to do it now, but if somebody asks for it, we have to do it. It's $3 per form to print and mail to the employee. The reason why we're going to them, it's a different company we used last year for ACA reporting, is because the consortium we are with for our insurance, set up all the districts in the consortium to use this software package for them, for our employees at the portal. They can go in and check their what they have, their benefits, and then we also utilize it for open enrollment, so they can go in and make any changes that they need to. It's been working out pretty well so far. But all that information is already in there, so we're going to utilize them for our ACA reporting this year.
Okay.
If there are no further questions, I recommend the Board of Education approve items 10A through F.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Is there any other things that the board needs to handle from anybody else? If not, I'd like to thank Michelle and Heather. The last few months have been busy, and I know the board has come to me and said they're very happy with what we're seeing, and I want to thank you for all the hard work you've been done. So, meeting adjourned.
Have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, we're ready for it.
Eat, enjoy your families, and
That's right. You're with the family.
Hey, Chris?
Yeah, just worry about everything else.
Guys, make sure you eat up, take something home.
Your mom didn't raise a dummy?
Just think, Heather, after this year, hopefully it's like